On November 6, 2022, officers responded to a fatal shooting inside a residence, where a woman was found with a shotgun wound to the head. Multiple witnesses gave conflicting stories.
911 location of your emergency.
We need an ambulance. Somebody's been shot.
Are they outside or inside?
No, they're inside the house.
Okay, is someone there at least controlling the bleeding?
I don't know.
Okay, do you know where they were shot at?
Now, she's in the chest or somewhere. It's in her head.
She's shot in the head?
Yes, she's
okay,
oh my God.
Is she awake at all?
With a shotgun. Oh my
Shot
God.
in the head with a shotgun.
Yes.
Was this accidental? Is the gun still on scene?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, I just want to request that no one touch that weapon. I do have law enforcement and medical heading to you, okay?
Okay, just set your shoes down there. What's going on? I see.
Shotgun to the head, lands like a brick. From here on, every word is heavy.
Had responded to a fatal shooting and found him bloodied and too shocked to speak.
Our victim is here with a shot to the head. It looks like a large amount of brain matter on the ground.
What officers don't yet realize is that Nathan isn't just an innocent bystander. He was a vigilante with a murder plot that left the wrong person dead.
What you're telling me doesn't match what Shannon's telling me. It's not matching what Christopher's telling me. Nate, listen to me. I'm trying to help you.
Nate jumped up on the bed, steps back 2 feet, and then I hear bang.
You can feel the dread forming, no one stories match, and the house breathes chaos.
Officers rush to the scene where they're met by a man seemingly in a state of complete shock.
Come on over here. Where's everyone else at? They're downstairs? Okay, just set your shoes down there. What's going on? I see blood all over your hands. What's going on?
Chris got in an argument. He started throwing things.
Who did?
Chris.
Oh, her and Chris? Okay.
Conflicts collide. Shannon points at Nate, but she didn't see it. That uncertainty is gasoline.
I had just gotten it back.
Okay. Did he pick up a rifle? Or a shotgun or what? Alright. Just come over here. I'll put you in the car.
The first person officers encounter at the scene is Nathan Fry, who appears extremely shaken, claiming a man named Chris was arguing with someone inside the house before gunfire erupted. At this point, officers have no idea who Chris is, but they would very soon uncover just how central he is to everything. Suspecting Nathan might have been involved in the shooting, officers quickly detain him. Meanwhile, more witnesses begin to exit the house. One of them is Shannon, the woman who called 911. She also lives in the home and was a close friend of the victim. But what Shannon is about...
Chris is covered in blood and noise. The more he talks, the less we understand, yet the picture keeps darkening.
Anybody else see it?
No, I heard it.
Okay.
In my room, and obviously Nate pulled out the shotgun. I don't know what happened.
Nate pulled out the shotgun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything, he's got Jim's mad all over him.
Oh, okay.
Chris says.
Chris says he pulled it out?
Yeah. He's always carrying around weapons.
Nathan is?
Yeah.
Okay. Just have a seat right there. Who else is inside besides Chris?
Shannon tells officers that Nathan pulled the trigger, but admits she didn't witness it herself. She only heard it from Chris, who, unlike the others, still hasn't come out of the house. Officers grow concerned and request additional units as a precaution before quickly surrounding the home and ordering Chris to come outside.
Chris, come on over this way, man. Okay, come on over here. Come to me, son. Make sure you got no weapons. Okay. So what happened, man?
Talking about opportunities that they're taking the miss.
Right.
Got upset. Came at me. Back. Shotgun. Saw the gun go off. I thought he loaded it with some kind of water. Sprayed down. Bad.
Simpler than grief, it keeps you upright when your knees give out.
In an unclear ramble, Chris claims that Nathan pulled the trigger and fired the shot, and the victim's blood was sprayed all over him. But just moments earlier, Nathan told officers it was Chris who had been arguing with the victim, suggesting he was more involved than he let on. With both of them pointing fingers at each other, officers grow increasingly skeptical and decide to dig into their backgrounds. That's when they uncover a troubling detail about Chris. He had a history of domestic abuse and prior incidents at this very address. He's far from a neutral witness. With both Nathan and Chris now detained, officers begin securing the scene. Inside, they're met with a grisly sight.
Report police! Report police! This way. Alright, she's getting here. Alright, you want to go right there? Yeah, it's obvious. Yeah. And there's a lot of blood on the ground, so our victim is here with a shot to the head, it looks like.
A mother's howl pulls the air out of the world. Nothing about this is content. It's loss.
The victim is 44-year-old Jennifer Lee, a resident of the home and a mother of two. It turns out the police department was familiar with this address, having responded numerous times to heated confrontations involving Jennifer, her ex-husband Chris, and her current boyfriend Nathan. Records indicated Jennifer shared a complicated history with both men, and more recently, tensions had escalated. On several occasions, Nathan reportedly stepped in during conflicts between Jennifer and Chris. But on this day, the line between protector and aggressor would blur, as detectives later learn how things tragically went off course. For now, though, officers had to break devastating news to Jennifer's son, who had just arrived at the scene.
Hey, there's no easy way to say this, bud. But there was some kind of altercation in your mom's room, and a firearm was discharged, and your mom was passed.
Nate's denial cracks. When the facts won't hold still, the truth is usually shaking behind them.
I'll kill them both.
Okay, we'll take care of it, okay? Hey, your brother's right around the corner.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to my wife's inside.
Overwhelmed by anger and grief, Jennifer's son leaves the scene after hearing the tragic news. Minutes later, Jennifer's mother would also arrive at the scene, completely unaware that her daughter was gone.
Natalie? I'm here. Second, so I can talk to you. Real quick.
Lucy, shut up.
This is Jared Horton. He's one of our chaplains here.
Hi.
Okay.
Somebody's dead.
Yes.
Who?
Jennifer.
Oh, God, no, no.
I'm
sorry.
The detective pushes a line on purpose. If there's a lie, it will break under pressure.
Daughter's murder. Jennifer's mother is comforted by officers. Meanwhile, one of them steps away to inform Nathan and Chris that they'll be taken in for questioning. That's when Nathan makes a troubling claim.
Hey, Nate. For everyone's safety, where did you put the shotgun at?
I didn't have a shotgun.
You didn't have a shotgun?
No.
Okay, you told me earlier you put it away.
They had it put away.
Who put it away?
And Jen,
And had the gun put away? Okay. Then how did somebody get shot if the gun got put away?
I don't know. They were fighting all night.
Okay. But all I'm worried about right now is where the gun is. Just because that place is a disaster. Just walking in there to search, I don't want the gun to go off.
I honestly don't know.
Okay. You don't know where you put it?
I didn't put it anywhere.
Okay. All right. Hang tight then.
Nathan insists that he never even had a gun, a claim directly contradicting his earlier statement about what happened inside the house. Because of this inconsistency, officers suspect Nathan isn't telling them the whole truth, but this would only mark the beginning of growing uncertainty around his true role in the fatal shooting. But before we continue, life can change in an instant. That's what happened in November 2021, when a father of 2 was tragically shot and killed while attending a pop-up party held at an Orlando business college.
That tiny, I believe so, is the door swinging open. Intention blurs, consequence doesn't.
To the sponsors of today's video, Morgan & Morgan. Their experienced attorneys fought hard and secured an $11 million verdict for the family. If you're seriously hurt because someone else was negligent, your injury could be worth millions. They don't settle for lowball offers. They fight for the maximum compensation you deserve if you become their client. And crucially, unless they win your case, the fee is absolutely free. You pay nothing if they don't win for you. They've achieved significant verdicts recently. They won $12 million for a car crash victim in Florida and $26 million in Philadelphia, often getting 30 or 40 times more than the insurance companies initially offered. Wondering if you have a case? It takes only a few minutes to find out. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan by visiting www.forthepeople.com/insanitybodycam found in the description, or by scanning the QR code on the screen. With that said, let's get back to the investigation. So, to get to the bottom of how Jennifer ended up dead, officers transported both Nathan and Chris for questioning. Chris was taken to a nearby fire station, both to collect his bloodied clothing as evidence and hear his full account of the shooting. But what Chris says next would introduce a new possibility to the officers, that Jennifer's death may not have been intentional at all.
You came upstairs this morning, or this afternoon, and then make something to eat. You said you then went in and checked in with Jen, looking for a cigarette, and then you told her you found the saw.
Yep.
Is that when she initially made the comment?
That was, yeah.
And when you talked to Jen, where was she at?
She was in a room.
She's in a room.
Yeah.
Okay. Who was in the room?
Her and Nate.
Okay.
And she started to shut down. She started to do other stuff while I was talking, and she stopped me and said, "Fine, I get it. I'm a horrible person. Shannon's your support person, and I'm done. Leave me alone." She got up, came towards me, and looked like she was going to swing, and I kind of curled back and pushed her back into the room towards her bed, and out of the corner, I see Nate jump up on the bed, steps back about 2 feet into the middle of the bed, and then I hear bang. When I'm thinking I'm dead, I feel water. I think Jen coming at me, pushing back. He just got scared, and he had the obviously operational gun in his hand, jumps up, stumbles because he's on a soft bed, and points the gun, pulls the trigger, and Jen stepped back to hit me, and her face was just,
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
According to Chris, the shooting was accidental. He explains that he and Jennifer were once married, and that their relationship had long been marked by conflict. Things only got worse, he says, when Jennifer began dating Nathan, the man he now claims killed his ex-wife. He also says that all three live under the same roof, in what he describes as a chaotic household shared with several other residents. At this point, officers are deeply conflicted. Chris has a documented history of domestic violence and was found covered in blood, but despite that, multiple witnesses claim it was Nathan who pulled the trigger, killing his girlfriend Jennifer. Meanwhile, Nathan hasn't accused anyone, but his shifting story and failure to provide a consistent explanation have raised serious red flags. By now, investigators believe Nathan is the more likely shooter based on witness statements, the location of blood spatter, and the brain matter found on Chris, suggesting he was standing nearby when Jennifer was shot. But the only question is whether it was intentional.
And you know the room's being audio and video recorded, right? Okay, so you say this all started last night?
I think because Chris was on one.
Chris was on one? What do you mean on one?
He was just ranting and raving, going through everything they were writing. I woke up this morning to them talking, and then he got more aggressive and louder. He got closer, she jumped up towards him, started yelling, told him to get out.
So far, everything Nathan says matches what Chris shared in his interview. That is, until he says this.
I know, I didn't shoot anyone.
Then who did?
I don't know.
Did you accidentally pull the trigger? Were you trying to make Chris stop?
I don't use weapons or anything when I get in.
Okay, so understand this. Pieces of her face and brain are on all over Chris. Okay? He was on the other side of her when she was shot. You've already told me there was just 3 people in that room. You, Jennifer, and Chris. Did you not love her? Did you not love her?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I know you didn't try to kill her. I know you didn't try to hurt her. You were probably trying to protect her. I'm aware of what Chris has done to her in the past. For Jennifer's sake, for her memory, be honest here, son. I know you didn't mean to do it. There was only 3 of you in the room.
The officer is well aware of Chris's documented history of abusing Jennifer, making the possibility that Nathan may have acted to protect her more plausible. Believing the shooting may have been an accident, the lead detective prepares a strategy. He plans to frame the incident as deliberate, hoping
A jerry-rigged gun, no trigger guard, a stumble on a bed, one reckless second that can't be undone. Vigilante fantasies always skip the part where someone's mother never stops crying.
more to this so-called accident than anyone has let on.
Chris is telling me you picked it up, you aimed at it, and you shot him. You shot at him and then you hit Jennifer by mistake. That's homicide, that's murder. You first told me you knew nothing about the gun or how it happened. Now your statement's getting a little closer to what Chris said. So we need to stop lying, because it's not going to help you when with what you're going to be charged with. You need to be clear here. You need to be honest. Chris says you pick the gun up, you start to point it at him and you trip on the bed. Okay? So you just pointed the gun at him to make him leave, to make him stop. Is that what happened then? Okay, you were not wanting anybody to get shot. Because that makes a lot more sense. And when you pointed the gun at him, is that when you fell? You believe so? You have to speak up. I know you can speak up louder. Come on.
I believe so.
You believe so? Yeah, you would. There's no way that the hammer could fall back on its own. Did you pull the hammer back?
No.
Then how did the hammer get pulled back?
It was already pulled back.
Well, obviously you had your finger on the trigger.
There's no trigger guard. Anything.
There's no trigger guard?
No.
Okay.
I was missing a lot of pieces. I just picked it up and grabbed it.
Understand. So I can understand no trigger guard and the trigger could get hit. But
I did not pull a hammer back intentionally.
good.
I would not go that far. And I've told them that multiple times.
All right, man.
In a strange turn of events, the situation finally began to make sense. The shotgun recovered at the scene wasn't a standard firearm and appeared to be partially rebuilt, missing several key components. It was the same weapon Nathan had been working on himself, an unstable, unfinished shotgun with no reliable trigger system. Nathan tells officers he was trying to protect Jennifer during an escalating argument between her and Chris. After Chris pushed her, he grabbed the shotgun, hoping attempting to scare Chris off by pointing it at him, but in the chaos, he lost his footing and the unstable weapon discharged, killing his girlfriend, Jennifer. And just like that, he confessed to firing the shot that killed her. With all witness accounts largely consistent and Nathan admitting to accidentally firing the gun, he was ultimately convicted of 1 count of first-degree manslaughter and 1 count of first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. On February 8, 2024, just weeks after his plea, Nathan Fry was sentenced to 12 years in prison. As for Chris, he was not charged with any additional offenses related to the incident.